you feel all of that regret. And that's mental scar tissue. You know what happens when you have scar tissue? It's not as elastic. It doesn't allow movement. It's restricting. And it's so hard to overcome that level of fear, that level of anxiety, that performance anxiety that you've created for yourself because you didn't fucking listen to someone that has done the same shit and told you you're going to do it wrong. And once you have that, this is why I tell all you young guys, you just want to go out there and fucking do the shit I told you I went through. Because you say, hey, look, man, it's just like in the movie in Jaws. The three guys are sitting down there. They're all showing each other's fucking scars. Look at this one here. Oh, look at this one. I got one better. Oh, I got one better than this one. Look at this. I got to pull my fucking pants leg up. This one here is a thresher shark. It got me. Kind of one up the next guy. Oh, I lost more money than you. I blew more accounts than you. Like, that's a fucking badge of honor. That's stupid. That's dumb. You are wasting fucking time. We don't have that now, folks. Look around. Shit's getting upside down. You're going to fucking have to be paying a whole lot of money for a steak dinner. Okay? You heard carnivore diet? Patrick, you better be making some fucking money, motherfucker, because beef's about to get real expensive. Real expensive. Start getting a freezer. Stock that shit up because it's going to get bad. But if you create this mental fucking scar tissue by doing the wrong things continuously, expecting a positive outcome, and when it doesn't happen, then you start thinking, shit, I wish I would have not done this. I wish I would have waited. And then you beat yourself up and you talk to yourself subconsciously. You're driving to work, hating the fucking fact that you didn't do what you thought you were going to be able to be successful in. But you're going back to that shithole of a fucking job. Sitting next to fucking Carl. Fucking prick. He's going to look at you and laugh. He's going to look at you and laugh and he's going to say, I fucking told you. It's a pipe dream. And I'm telling you how to stick it straight up Carl's fucking ass. Carl's going to be working there the rest of his fucking life. You're out of there. You're leaving. You're fucking firing that place. They're not firing you. You're not being made redundant. It's being made redundant. Why the fuck are you going to wait around and sit there and spend 8-10 fucking hours a day, hour to fucking commute, just to make what you can fucking make in one fucking scalp? Make the whole fucking salary in a week in one fucking scalp. You're going to keep fucking around, doing dumb shit and prolong that experience. You keep pushing it away further and further when you don't listen to good advice. You have to listen. You don't have the benefit of, well, it's going to take me 2 years. No, you don't have that now. You have this year, okay? You have this fucking year. Time is running the fuck out. And all the advantages, all the opportunities that we have right now, these freedoms, these things, it's all going to change. You don't realize it, but it's going to happen real sudden. There's going to be an event that takes place and the shit's going to go upside down. And most of you are going to know what I just said, and it's going to be too late because you didn't do anything I told you to do. You're not going to have food. You're not going to have over-the-counter medicines. You're not going to have resources that you take advantage of right now and just, well, you know, everybody can do that. Toilet paper. I told everybody, buy toilet paper, get stocked up. This shit's going to be fucking like gold. And everybody laughed. And then you couldn't find anything to wipe your ass, could you? Yep. Wait till you see what's coming next. You better take this serious. I'm telling you, you better take it serious. This is a Noah's Ark event type thing. You better listen. Because the fucking storm clouds are growing. It's getting dark, folks. And guess what? I think I just felt a fucking raindrop. You have to be seriously doing the right things. And stop fucking around. Are you listening? I know sometimes I can get on a rant here and entertain you, but with everything I'm saying, I mean it. And I've been batting 1,000 since 2019 with all this bullshit. If you listen, you have all the advantages. If you don't listen, you're going to regret it. You won't be successful. You won't be prepared. And you're going to feel a level of stress that you can't even imagine right now. You think it's hard right now, not making your ends meet? You can't even imagine what's coming. I'm going to feel it, and I'm well off. All these jokers out there claiming they're rich, talking down to people, you're broke, you're broke. They're all going to be crying the fucking blues just like everybody else. Money ain't going to have the same effect as it does right now. So you need to be able to get what you can when you can get it. Stock your house up, make your house ready. Non-perishable food. I'm just going to fucking say it, folks. Listen, if you can't see what's about to break loose, it's easy to say, oh, over there, it's happening over there, it's not going to bother us. No. It's going to be everywhere. You think that shit that they were trying to stick in everybody for everybody's health was all they were going to do? No. That's priming. That's what that is. That's priming. You're all going to be expected to do shit that you don't want to do. Or you can't come to work. You can't make your money. What do you do then? You have a plan B for that? It's a lot of shit coming. Too much for a podcast or Twitter space. And I'm not even promising that this is going to be an answer for it, but it's the best I got. Because I don't know. I don't know where to put my wealth, where I feel like it's safe. It won't be. Nothing will be. They're all going down. Everything's going down. You're being told it's a great reset. It's going to be great for them. Universal basic income is what you're going to be expected to be placed on, and I'm not doing that. And as long as this is made available, and this is why I say sometimes when I say a little too much, when I say that there may be a time when we can't trade, there's never been a time in history ever where there's been more entrepreneurs speculating and making their own paychecks in markets, in trading, than it is right now. And you think that they're not going to fuck with us? We're the Mavericks. We're the fucking rebels. We're the ones that can put our fingers up and say, fuck you! Fire me, bitch! I'm unemployable. Fuck off. But what happens when a convenient, unfortunate event unfolds where the stock market won't open? What happens when central bank digital currencies make it a little different for forex? What happens when a lot of currencies just don't exist anymore and they unify? Are you prepared for something like that? Let me remind you, back in 1992, when I was looking at a daily range in the S&P with the approximation of a stop loss today, that was the daily range. I couldn't fathom days like we see now. It was completely unrealistic for me to imagine the volatility that we all have the benefit to engage in and just take it for granted. This is the way it is, baby. This is the way it is. No, it's not. It's just the way it is right now. And that can severely change. It can multiply bigger than this. Who says it fucking can't? Because I'm going to tell you something. I would have put the $1 million immediately on the fucking table in the 90s that it would never look like it does today. I couldn't see it. I didn't have the visibility. Just like you can't see what I'm telling you is coming. I had people quit my private mentorship and call me a fucking loony motherfucker. I was out of my mind. They quit because I told them that the world was going to come to a fucking halt. Something shit was coming. I was tweeting this in 2019. I said something wicked is fucking coming in July. Then I tweeted it again in October of 2019. I said some shit is coming worse than 9/11 when they had all of that shit. They were priming people. And the whole world went to a screeching halt. You can't see your family members. You can't hug your dying relatives. You can't see a funeral. You can't go to work. You got to work at home. Nobody believed any of that was possible. And folks, listen. Listen. It hasn't even started yet. It hasn't even began. And you're walking around looking at your smartphone, distracted like a fucking zombie, worrying about who likes you on social media, who you control better than the next guy, who has the most cool YouTube, who does the fanciest live streams, who's following this many, that one has more followers than me or that. That's nothing. That's stupid shit. If you're trying to compete with somebody right now and you're oblivious to what's coming, you need to wake the fuck up. If you have a family, you have children, a spouse, a significant other, a partner, you need to start talking about how you can preserve your way of living as best way as you can. Secure food for your home that's non-perishable. Look what the fuck just happened up in Ohio. You think that's random? You think it happening in South Carolina days later? How about in Texas? You think that's just, oh, well, they have lots of train derailments all year long. You just do the numbers and look at all the statistics. There's a lot of train derailments. Yeah, there is, absolutely. But now we have a convenient opportunity for all this shit to leak hazardous material into our drinking water, our well water, the Great Lake. And those rivers, they tie together, folks. They don't teach things in school like they used to. That's why I homeschooled my kids. We were doing the public school for a little while. But when I found out that they weren't even teaching history, they stopped teaching civics the way we learned it. We learned about the Constitution. We learned about the way laws are really made, not fucking executive orders. And listen, don't get your ass all twisted up here thinking I'm a Trumper, because I said that he was going to get elected and they're going to turn everything upside down with him. He had a role in all this bullshit. I'm not a Republican. I'm not a Democrat. I've never voted in my fucking life, ever. I'm outside that bullshit. It's a Hegelian dialect. It's, you think you have a fucking choice and you don't. You don't. And some of you that walk around and you think you have everything fucking figured out because you're a Republican or you're a Democrat or you're an independent or you don't vote like me. And you got your head in the fucking sand. You have no idea what's coming. It's going to roll over top of you like a steam fucking roller, and you're going to be shocked how everything becomes so hard. Am I making any money talking to you right now? Is there any ads running? No. I'm telling you this because I care. I'm telling you this because I knew this shit back in 2010. And I wanted to get out in front of it as much as I could, but I was afraid to talk about it. And I was trying to drop hints, and they all called me fucking Chicken Little on Twitter before. Yeah, well, nobody's fucking laughing in March of 2020, were they? And that ain't even started yet. All they did was gain some ground that they're never going to give up. War is coming. In the mainland of the U.S., our citizens, we don't know how to deal with a Pearl Harbor event. Not in the mainland, we don't. People are wigging out about what took place up there at that train derailment and that hazardous material and then exploding it and burning it and all that shit flying up everywhere. That's very close to where I live. Very close. We got friends and neighbors that are on the coast, not the coast, but the border of Ohio and Pennsylvania, and their animals are dead. We have a well here. I'm concerned. What happens? Does that shit make it into my water supply? What's your procedure? What do you do? I already distill all my water. A reverse osmosis system may not work. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. I don't know the fuck. I don't know what that shit was. Is it going to be a problem for me? I don't know. We're going to be met with these types of things in a more intensification and more frequency, and shit's going to get bad. And if a war does kick off, you think for a minute, you think that ain't going to affect the markets? I had students that were in my mentorship talking to me about how they don't want to hear about this shit. I'm here to learn how to trade. Listen, motherfuckers, this is what's going to cause these markets to move around. I understand you're new. I understand that you can't understand every simple thing in the world that's going to have a major impact, like a war. Just because it's in another country doesn't mean it won't have reverberations in the marketplace. It's absolutely going to fucking fuck up some shit. Let's just be real for a moment. What the fuck happens? What happens when a small tactical nuke falls right in fucking downtown New York? You think they're going to open this fucking stock market up? What happens if you're in a trade like I was on September 11th in the S&P? Coming home after taking my son to school because I had joint custody. Beautiful day. I'm telling you, I remember it like it was like yesterday. Beautiful day. I'm driving down Mace Avenue. I'm thinking to myself, man, it's a gorgeous day. This is a good day. I was talking to a gentleman named George Lutz. If you Google him, you'll find out that his son, who I was trying to talk him out of that day of joining the military, he was telling me, yeah, my son's joining the military. I said, George, please. I was teaching how to trade S&P. I said, please, talk him out of it. He goes, no, it's good. We come from a military background. Our family, it's just, it's something. I understand what you're saying, but we're all in full support of it. And I had this unction come over me, this deep, like I gotta tell him not to do it. And I was literally, before I went to take my son to school, that's what I was doing. And when I came home, hit the remote control on my TV, and I just realized I'm talking to you about something that may not even be that interesting to all of you. If you're not interested, you can go about your business and stuff. But I'm on a rant now, so this is what it is. But I turned my TV on, and I see the first building. It was the plane had already hit that one. And I thought it was like a preview for a movie. I'm like, oh, look at that. It said, airplane, small airplane, it said, hits World Trade Center building, whatever it was.